Gentlemen, you are in for a treat today because I'm going to show you what I consider to be the best duffel bag ever in my experience. And also, I'm going to show you guys how I pack it for when I'm in the oil field, working over the road in the oil field. I drive trucks and operate equipment in the oil field. And so I always keep my duffel bag ready. I have been living out of a duffel bag my whole life, my whole adult life, it seems like. Ever since I got my Class A CDL, which is coming up on 20 years. 20 years very soon. So I know a thing about duffel bags because I live out of them. And even when I'm at home, I just keep my duffel bag packed because you never know when you're going to get called out. And so the duffel bag we're looking at, which I consider to be the best, is the LLBean Adventure Pro Ski Boot / Cargo Bag, okay? And so obviously I don't take it skiing, right? I've brought it off label. So in the oil field, there's something, I believe it's called a jump bag. When you work offshore, you got to take a helicopter out to the oil rig and you're given a bag that's a little bit bigger than this one. And it's black and rectangular and that's all you can take, right? And you throw it in the helicopter, you jump in a chopper and you go off to the oil rig. Well, I don't work offshore. I work out here in West Texas. So I throw this in the Peterbilt and go hammer down off to the job location. But, right now I'm in a man camp, but, this bag will get thrown in my truck. It will get thrown in my pickup truck, my personal one, to and from home and out here. It'll get thrown into my big rig. It'll get thrown into, the man camp where I am now. It'll get thrown into a hotel. It gets thrown a lot, and it also gets thrown into the back of pickup trucks, like the crew trucks, all right? So the bottom is thick. This bottom has thick material, which is important when it's getting thrown into the back of a pickup truck because there's always diesel on the bottom. Every single supervisor where I work has a little bit of a leak in his diesel tank. And so, this bottom is a little more durable than the sides, but overall, you guys know on the Jim Kincaid YouTube channel, I'm big on durability, and I am really impressed with the durability of the LLBean Adventure Pro Ski Boot / Duffel or Cargo Bag because this is the second one I've got in about 8 to 10 years. So each one lasts about 4 to 5 years. I don't know exactly how long, but it's held up amazingly well. Like, you can see that a little bit of this material is starting to kind of like fray. Some of the weatherproofing's going away, but still, every day I've used this for years and years, and it's held up amazingly well. The only problem is that, I like to carry it like a regular duffel bag with the shoulder strap, right? Well, it always breaks. The actual shoulder strap, the buckles always break, and I've got replacement ones. They break. They just constantly break. So now I just loop it with the carry, like the grab handles. I don't even know what you call these. You hold them by the hand, right? Well, I just, loop this over my shoulder when I carry it. And at first I thought, oh no, it's going to rip. Well, you can see the seams are starting to come, starting to show a little bit of wear, but it's held up amazingly well. I just cannot believe how long this bag lasts. And this is the end of the line for this one. And it's not really because of the durability. I mean, obviously this is going to be going soon. It's going to break. But the thing is that it's starting to smell because the problem is that, like, when you pack soap, like, I'll pack this soap, right? So somehow, like, the top always like gets flicked open, like every now and then, maybe once every few months. The top of your soap flicks open and you get soap all inside. And you're like, what the heck? And you get to grab a towel from the hotel and wipe it all up. And it's taking a toll on the bag. I think the bag smells now. All right. So that's really what did it in for this LLBean Adventure Ski Boot, Adventure Pro Ski Boot bag. I've never used it skiing. All right. But I've just used it at my job as an oil field trucker. We'll just say I'm an oil field trucker, okay? And so, by the way, the soap problem, I'm thinking of getting like travel soaps and just filling them up with soap. Right now, my solution is to use this laundry bag from the hotel and kind of like wrap it up tight so it doesn't leak and stick it into this side pocket. And that brings another point to this discussion, which is the side pockets, okay? Like, absolute must-have for a duffel bag is that you got to have like a shoe, dirty laundry side pockets, right? It's like nowadays they make duffel bags. It's popular to make them like one big tube with essentially backpack straps. And I don't like backpack straps. I like having the shoulder strap, the big old shoulder strap. You're going to sling over one shoulder, right? And even though that particular shoulder strap always breaks on this bag, which I'll explain why later, I want that. And also I want the side pockets that preferably are ventilated. And so this says ventilated side pockets. And I believe the intention is put one ski boot here and one ski boot here, put your big fluffy sweater inside and your ski helmet in there. And then it's a really big bag, as you can see, very large, very, very large bag. You can see this is like a twin size bed. And look, it takes up, most of the twin bed, very tall, right? Because it's meant to carry ski equipment that is light. It's not very dense. Ski stuff is not dense. And so you run into an engineering problem that when you take it off label like I did, when you're using it not as intended, like if you load it up with FR jeans, right, it's going to be too heavy. You're going to break the straps. You're going to break the shoulder straps, right? So you cannot jam pack this thing slap full, okay? You have to be responsible when you load it. Keep it loaded loosely. Don't overpack it, Put a reasonable amount of stuff in here because it's a nice big bag and it's not intended for heavy dungarees, okay? And but besides that, I mean, it's amazing. Like, I don't know why it's not more popular. They should just drop the whole thing for it being a ski bag. Just LLBean should market it as just a regular duffel bag because it's that good. But the problem is, like I said, it's just so big that if you did load it up all the way, you're going to be breaking your shoulder straps. That's guaranteed. Okay. And so I was thinking to get like metal carabiners and like thick braided rope as my shoulder strap, but I never actually got around to that. I got a whole new different bag. I'm going to try some different bags because I say this is the best. Well, to be fair, I can't keep it going for, 5 years and be like, oh yeah, this is the best. Maybe there are better ones. Because really the only shortcoming that I can see for this bag is that, it's a little bit weather resistant, but the problem is that, any bag really is going to get too wet if you throw it in the back of a pickup truck like we have to do, and then then the heavens open up and there's like the huge downpour. So it doesn't rain often in West Texas, but when it does, if you're in a crew truck and you're 6 deep in a Ford F-350 and it starts to rain, you can't be like, oh yeah, pull over, let me grab my bag and put it in my lap so it doesn't get wet, But the LLBean never advertised this as being waterproof or submersible. It's just weather resistant, which this one has been rained on, and it's done all right, okay? It's done pretty well, and just, regular incidental moisture is absolutely no problem, like sprinkles. Because again, remember, this is for skiing, so the skiing is like snow everywhere. So for that reason, I definitely say it's weather resistant, and the bottom's extra thick. I can confirm that the bottom is diesel resistant, and I lost my sense of smell, but I imagine this thing smells like diesel. And so let me show you how I pack it, and it'll give you an idea of what you can expect from this bag. And like I said, the side pockets to me are so important. I pack this bag in here with clean clothes. I don't want it to be near my shoes or the dirty clothes. So this right side pocket on all my duffel bags always, the dirty clothes and the shoes. These are the shoes I wear, if I'm working out the hotel gym or if I'm here at this man camp. I actually go to the gym. I have a membership at a gym. And these are Zero barefoot shoes. They're really lightweight, and I can stuff them into the side pocket, all right? And oh, by the way, I'll put links to a lot of these things in the description if you're interested in picking any of these up for yourself. I love the Zero shoes. And like I said, this is for the laundry. Just happen to have the soap in here, but in here, you know, with the laundry, I usually have this green laundry bag, right? So the green laundry bag would be empty, and just that bag would be in there, and I have it hooked up here to this rack. Now I have a bunch of these hooks, okay? I'll show you where I stow these hooks in my bag, but I want to tell you these hooks are great because you don't need to bring the whole hanger. You can have, you know, your FRs and everything hanging up here, and these hooks are available on Amazon. Again, I'll put a link below in there. But anyways, that green laundry bag would be in here, and so I put socks and underwear as I soil them, and then if this becomes too full, I will use that green laundry bag, right, and have it separate, right? And again, a good thing about this side compartment are these grommets that allow for some breathability, right? And so I always bring an extra set of FRs. I try to get a couple days out of each FR. This is an FR shirt. It's a Henley. All right. Now, in this compartment, the main compartment, it's a U-shape opening, double zippers, really nice zippers, and a compartment in the top. All right. And so in the main compartment, I have a bunch of other stuff in here too. Now, first of all, I got a bag of supplements, and this is a really cool bag for supplements. It's a JanSport bag, and this is my favorite supplement, magnesium citrate. I've been taking it for like, I think 12 years now, every day, and it has been the most beneficial thing I've consumed in terms of supplements, magnesium citrate. I've been taking magnesium citrate before it was cool to supplement with magnesium. I've been taking it for a long time, and the benefits are amazing. I'll leave a link below for these. I do your own research, you know, about it, but this bag has vitamins, vitamin D, and some other stuff. But magnesium citrate is the most important. But I got a bunch of supplements in there. And then next, I have this natural deodorant. You know that deodorant is like full of like toxic chemicals. I found this stuff. I don't know how well it works. You have to ask my coworkers. I don't think anything really works as a deodorant. And I also have this whatchamacallit, cologne, right? And I don't even know how well this works. I can't smell, but some of my coworkers complain about some of us hardworking men who have body odor. And so I know that some of you guys are into cologne. And I bought this at Natural Grocers, so of course it's healthy, right? And I put it in this little seal tight. And the reason is that if these break, it doesn't like splash all over the bag. It stays inside of here rather than get everywhere. So, I mean, maybe it would be better if it got everywhere because, you know, the premise is that I'm getting rid of this because it's starting to smell. So maybe I should just break one of these open inside. I don't know. But anyways, the next thing I have in here is this moleskin notebook. I write a lot, and so I have this really cool notebook for writing, and that's what I do. And then a Bag Smart toiletries bag. Guys, if you go to Amazon, all right, and then like you go to this Bag Smart toiletries bag, and when you like scroll down on the Amazon webpage for this, there's a section called videos. If you click on the little arrow so it points down, videos will pop up. I've made a bunch of videos about this Bag Smart toiletries bag. It's funny. They're technically not reviews. They're called shoppable videos. And so I've made a few of this because I kind of like this toiletries bag. I think it's all right. It's pretty cheap. It's not like, you know, knock it out of the park amazing, but I think it's all right. I like it. I've bought a few of those. Again, when they smell, I just get a new one. All right, this is a Right in the Rain waterproof bag, and I keep a lot of my extra pens and folding knives. See, it has a safety. Should have been engaged. This is the Tecton knife. Anyways, I keep my extra knives and stuff in here, and this is a Right in the Rain product, so I'm happy with that. And speaking of pens, this bag has this front compartment, which I think it's always good to have this little front compartment. And being a ski bag, this is intended for ski goggles. And I don't ski. I live in West Texas. There's like no snow, no skiing. but I just keep a bunch of stuff in here. This is what I call the captain's log. It's a moleskin daily planner. I just write down just a few details of what I did in a particular day, because I lose track of days, lose track of what I did, and a lot of times I have to reference what happened. Write in the Rain notebook. It's like waterproof. You can write in the rain, literally. You can write underwater. You can write in water. And here's a Write in the Rain pen, one of the mini bolt action pens, and your Sharpie pens, which I use to write in the moleskin and in the Bible. Speaking of the Bible, I do have a Bible in here, don't I? Yeah. It's right here. It's labeled Bible. Can't forget that. You have to have that in your bag, right? So, looking back in here in this front, I also keep my wallet in there. And this wallet is a big, skinny wallet, right? Let me see if there's a label. Yeah, big, skinny, all right? Just keep that in there. And I think, try not to get too much change in here, but also my keys, right? So this front back little pocket's really good for just stashing stuff you want to get at quickly. It's important but small. You don't want to get it lost, so you put it in that. And this pocket is like fleece lined, so if you did use it for goggles, it would work out all right for you. Okay. Now this is actually a Sea to Summit bag, and inside in this bag is just a Magellan Sports like raincoat. In case it rains. It's not really even a good raincoat. So I'm thinking of upgrading the raincoat. It doesn't often rain around here, but I like having this compression bag with a raincoat just in case, right? And then here's a Sea to Summit bag. And this one's full of socks. These are Duluth Trading Company socks. I just buy a whole bunch of socks at once. Very expensive, but Duluth Trading Company socks, these cotton ones have lasted a long time. And so like once a year, I'll just buy all new socks, a bunch of pairs, throw all the old ones away. And this bag is a great way to keep the socks from just being everywhere, you know? It's a Sea to Summit bag. And then I keep, these are the shorts I wear to the gym or while I'm doing laundry. So these are like kind of like casual shorts. Underwear, again, same thing as socks. I just buy a bunch of underwear at once. Duluth Trading Company cotton, underpants, boxer briefs. And a similar thing with these undershirts. I think that these are from Big and Tall. These are like extra large tall polo. And I think there's a couple of Duluth Trading Company ones. Now this is an FR shirt. It's an Ariat one, but this is the one I wear, on days off. There's no company markings or anything on here. It's a really nice shirt. I love this shirt. Pretty expensive because it's FR. So if I had to wear it out in the field, I could. And these are days off shorts, right? Now there's one more bag in here. This is an Igloo cooler bag, but you'll never guess what I have in here, right? It is, if I can find the zipper, it's just for this thing. Peanut, right? This is just a clipper. So if I have a job where I have to be clean shaven because of H2S considerations, I have like the clippers in there and all the little attachments. I have my own little barber shop right there. Pretty crazy, huh? And then so this, you see how big this is? You guys didn't believe me earlier when I said it's big. It's big, right? It's bigger than you'd think. And in the back, there's these two little pouches, glasses. Little known fact, I wear glasses, visually impaired. And this comb, you guys might look at a picture of me and be like, Jimmy, you don't even have enough hair for a comb. This is to brush dandruff out, right? And then this is for cleaning glasses. And then I don't think I have anything else in there. So look how cavernous this main compartment is. Very big. Now this left compartment has a bunch of like chargers and batteries and stuff. And also I try to make some YouTube videos when I'm on the road. So some of these bags I just have like attachments for like camera mounting. Because if I'm at a hotel, I might just clip the camera to the side of a countertop or a desk and just make a watch review video. Okay. And, but these are all the charging cables I use. All right. And see, there's a bunch of them because I have to charge up my phone, my earbuds and all that stuff. And then this DeWalt charger is a really good one. I think it's kind of heavy, but, despite being heavy, I think it works out pretty well because it charges quickly with this fast charge system. and it allocates energy. Like, it can detect which one needs most energy. You can plug a laptop into here, or a tablet, or a phone. A lot of wattage, and then it has one of the USB-A, just in case you have something that still needs USB-A. So 3 USB-Cs and a USB-A. It's a DeWalt 4-port charging station. And if you didn't want to carry it with you, because it is kind of heavy, I don't mind that, but if you wanted to put it in your workshop, it has these keyhole mounting spots, which I think is pretty cool. And I really like this one. And again, the same thing. If you go on to Amazon and you look at the shoppable videos for this one, I've made a few of this because I like it a lot. And also, these are DeWalt cables. These yellow ones are DeWalt cables. These are the fast charging, pretty good ones, I think. So there's my bag, gentlemen. Now, is there any more things in the bag that I'm going to show you? Yes. So in this lid compartment, I actually have this Helicon Tex bag. Okay, now this is like a magic trick. Okay, so this looks like a pouch, but when you flip it out, there's actually like this satchel type of bag. It's just like a packable bag, and that pouch that it was once before is now like a front little pocket on the bag. And so this is like, what this bag is for is if, like, see how this bag is really big and heavy. Let's say that, you know, I'm on a location where they have a trailer there where you can take a shower or whatever. I'll just put in, you know, like an extra pair of underwear and socks and the toiletries. And this is like a breakout bag that I can go and, you know, to the shower without having to bring this enormous, heavy LLBean Adventure Pro ski boot / cargo bag, right? And this is from Helicon Tex. I found this to be very useful, you know, or maybe to bring your clean laundry bag, throw it all in there. I don't know. It's very useful. I think that everybody should have one of those bags, Helicon Tex. If I can find it again, I'll leave a link in the description. Now, also in here is just some extra stuff related to my contacts and some medical tape in case I need to, like, you know, wrap myself up. And then one extra plastic shopping bag. Always have one on hand. You never know. And if you have to ask, I mean, you should always have one extra plastic shopping bag on you somewhere at some time, you know, like in your bag or in your car or somewhere, because you never know. And again, everybody's been in a situation where you need a plastic bag for something. And one other thing that's on this bag that I've only used twice. I was about to say I never used it, but I remembered I have used it a couple times, is that there's backpack straps. And I don't really like backpack straps, but you can clip them onto here and use this whole thing as a backpack, and it works all right. It's not too bad, but like, I'd rather just have a shoulder strap. That's my preferred method of stowage. Or I guess it's not stowage. It's my preferred method of carrying a bag, right? But nowadays, bags have all gone to being just one big tube with like hybrid straps that are kind of shoulder straps, kind of handles, and they're doing away with all of the, you know, these like the shoe compartments, the dirty laundry compartments. So I'm not really happy with the direction of duffel bags and the whole entire duffel bag industry. Another good thing about this bag from LLBean is that on the end you have these tabs for pulling, and so if I have this in the sleeper berth of my truck and I want to drag this to the front, you can grab it by the side. And then one other thing is that when you have the bag, and here's my Lenlezer. I have it clipped right here. All right, clipped on this handle. So one other thing is that when you have it all put together, I should have shown you this first. There's these straps that go on the top, right? Now imagine this bag's full. You can clip these straps to the top and then cinch them down. And so it can make the duffel bag, like if you don't have it loaded up all the way, it can kind of cinch together the duffel bag. And the other thing is that like say you come over here and you grab this FR sweater or hoodie or whatever, you can like put it on top of the bag, and then you put the strap over whatever's on top, and you kind of keep it there. Like if you had a big winter coat. And again, I think that's from it. This being for skiers, like if you had a big puffy ski jacket, you don't actually have to put it in the bag. You can put it on top and just cinch it down with these straps. But, you know, again, I don't have a ski jacket. I don't go skiing. Like this is like probably the most amount of warmth I'll need is just, you know, this is a hoodless hoodie from Ariat. This is a really cool sweater, FR, but it also it doesn't have a hood. But I don't really like hoods or hoodies. But I do like the front pockets, and the pockets don't go all the way through. It's not like one of those pouches on a hoodie, but you still have pockets, and I think that's really cool. So I really like this one by Ariat. I forget what they called it, but I think that this one too, if you go on to Amazon and you scroll down, you'll see one of my shoppable videos about this one. I do like it. So this is like what goes into a bag that I'm going to be carrying with me all the time, and so you know you can fit a lot in here, and this wasn't even full all the way. That's what's amazing about the Adventure Pro ski boot / cargo bag from LLBean, and it's on sale now. I went onto the website just to see exactly what it's called, and I don't know if they've changed the formula for this, if like it's a little bit different, like maybe the dimensions are a little bit different, because I've had this for so long. But I just want to tell you what it's called, and also I just noticed today that it's on sale. So if you're in the market for a bag like this, you can go to LLBean for that. They don't have the black color anymore. The only color I saw in there was blue. And again, I just want to put one big, huge asterisk. I do not know if the one they're selling is exactly the same as what I showed you, because this could be like a previous iteration. But I also just wanted to let you know how much I like this bag, and also just kind of let you guys know what I'm looking for in a duffel bag. Because if you're a similar situation, I'm going to be trying out another duffel bag. Because now that I have this one empty, I'll get the other duffel bag and load it up with this. The other one's by Carhartt. Oh, I just remembered there's like these clips on the front, this daisy chain stuff on both sides. Anyways, this is kind of a side quest of mine to find a good duffel bag. Can any bag unseat this one? Well, I don't know. The problem is that it might be a moot point. I mean, I don't know if LLBean's going to be making this one anymore. And what makes me think that is that they're not offering the black color. And I looked around at other duffel bags by LLBean, but none of them were really as robust or weatherproof and have the side compartment. Like, I don't understand how people have these duffel bags with no side compartment for their shoes or laundry. It just boggles my mind. It's like, you know, you really want to put your dirty clothes and shoes like right next to your clean clothes. And maybe the thing is that, like, you know, if you put like a laundry bag inside the bag, so your duffel bag's like a bag of bags, maybe that's a way to do it. I don't know. But if you guys have any experience with that, let me know what you guys think, how you guys treat dirty laundry when you're on the road. And that'll be a good topic of discussion, you know? Like if you're frantically typing on your phone and your wife's like, honey, what are you doing? Like, I'm talking about my laundry techniques for when I'm on the road, honey. I'm arguing with guys about laundry techniques. She probably won't believe you. You know, wives are not prone to believing that we are online arguing about how we do laundry while we're on the road, like how we deal with our dirty laundry. But that's where we are right now, guys. You know, civilization is like falling apart all around us, and we're arguing about laundry. Well, that just shows you that we're still maintaining the torch of civilization, right? Everything's going to collapse around us, and us who care about how we deal with our laundry on the road, we're going to be the only ones left, because we know how to live on the road. We know how to rough it. We know how to live out of a duffel bag. We're a little bit tougher than all the soy jacks that are out there tearing everything down with our own hands. All right, gentlemen, so stay tuned for more duffel bag related videos. And mostly I talk about wristwatches. Right now I'm wearing the Citizen Pro Master Land. This is the U822 module, and I think it's the JV007 is the model number. But remember, gentlemen, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father except through him. I'm Jim Kincaid. Thanks for watching.